Hello, greetings everyone. Welcome to All Things Data, where we get to explore the power of data science, analytics, and beyond. Guys, in today's episode, we are getting to dive into the most crucial part of our data science and programming journey, which is setting up the environment. I'm super excited about this because we are finally getting to set up our coding space. All right. So what is going to be happening is that we'll get to install Visual Studio Code, download Python, and finally get to set up our virtual environment. Yes. And another thing, I initially thought that I'll put both Visual Studio Code and GitHub at the same time, but I'm thinking that it will be information overload for some of you who are just getting started. So I will just look at the Visual Studio Code for now, and we'll do the GitHub in the next episode. And another thing, I'm so sorry that our episode is coming 4 days late. Because why? Your girl here really can't edit videos the proper way. I think it's a skill that I'm still learning, and yeah, but I believe that you receive this video the way I want you guys to receive it, and you're able to understand. Okay, so yeah, before we get started, let me first start by asking you guys that you should subscribe, like, comment, and leave some heart at the end of the video. So yeah, let's go get started and get started. Hey guys, welcome again. Yeah, we are starting, guys. We are starting in our very crucial part of our coding and programming journey. Okay, we are going to set up our environment. All right. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get started, guys. So the first thing that we are going to do is to first start by installing the Visual Studio Code. Okay. Please type in the link that you see on the screen. Please type it in on your Chrome, and then once you are done with typing that link, it's going to take you to this page. Okay, when you get to this page, you see here where my cursor is moving, you're going to click download for Mac OS, and I'm thinking with Windows and Linux, it's going to show likewise. It's going to be like download for Windows or download for Linux. All right. So yeah, once you click on it, it's going to download automatically. Okay. So you will just check. Normally you find that it's showing there at the top of your left. Yeah. At the top of your left screen. All right. Okay. Showing that it's downloading. I think you guys know how the whole downloading thing works. Okay. So yeah. Once it's done downloading, guys, make sure that you drag and drop into your applications if you're using Mac into your laptop. And if you're using Windows, I think you're going to use the installer, something like .exe file, just to have it on your PC. And then if you are using Linux, you're just going to follow suit with the instructions that you're given. Yep. And then you're going to have the Visual Studio Code on your machine. And also, guys, let me highlight that if you're having challenges, okay, or you get lost somewhere as I'm busy trying to show you this, you are mostly and more than welcome to let me know in the comment section. I'll be so very much pleased to help you. Or you can also just email me for a one-on-one session where I can be able to help you to set up this environment. Okay. So yeah, once we are done downloading the VS Code, guys, we are going to download the Python. Okay. Now on your screen, please follow the link that I'm giving you as well. Please just type it in. And then once you are done, you're going to land on the screen. Okay. Once you're in the screen, you just come here on the download Python 3.30. It's going to be the same with Visual Studio Code. Once you click on the download Python button, it's going to automatically start downloading. All right, guys. Yes, that's what it's going to happen. It's going to automatically start downloading. Please make sure that it's done and you allow it to function on your PC. Okay. Give it permission. Accept everything that you have to accept and have it installed on your machine. It's very important that you have it because we will be coding with Python for our data science projects. Okay. Now that we are done with downloading the most things that we have to download, let's get into Visual Studio Code. I'm sure you are done downloading it. So now we are going to open it and see how it looks like. All right, let's get into it. Okay, now we are on our Visual Studio Code. When you are done, this is where you are going. When you are done with downloading Visual Studio Code, this is the page that you're going to land on when you open it. Okay, this page. So when you get here, I'm going to show you which extensions to install. So we are not done. There's a few other things that we're still going to do, but let's first start by installing certain extensions. So when you just here, you see where my cursor is moving right now. You have got Explorer, you have got Search, you've got Source Control, you've got Run and Debug, and you are going to land here on this one, Extensions. Okay, so when you are here on Extensions, you're just going to click on it. Then we go into the search bar. And the first thing that we are going to search is Python. Okay, then you're just going to type Python. We have to install Python, all right, as an extension, since we're going to be using it mostly to code, right? Then you click on this one. The first Python that you see, it says Microsoft. I'm going to click on it so you guys can see. Just click on it. And then once you click on it, this is what you are going to land on, right? Please familiarize yourself with what you're seeing here so you install the correct things. You're going to install this Python, and then yeah, here it says uninstall on my side, but on your side it's going to show you install. So click on the install, okay? Because it will be the first time you have it. So on my side it's already installed. Please click on the install. Pay attention to these little details. I said Microsoft.com, okay? So you're going to install this one, all right? And then the other one that you're going to download or install is going to be the Python debugger. On the Python debugger as well, look at this. It says Python debugger, Microsoft.com. You're going to click on the install button, right? And then when you are done with that one, we go again and we go here on the Python extension pack. You can click on that. The Python extension pack, you're going to go again. Look at here. It says Don German. I'm not sure if I'm saying the name correctly, but this is what you're going to find, and then you're going to install it as well, okay? Then once you are done installing this one, the final one for Python that you're going to install is the Python Environment Manager, the one that will be managing our environment as we code, okay? So you are also going to come here and install. Then once you are done with everything that I showed you to install for Python, now I'm going to take you through the other extension that you have to install, okay? And the other extension that you have to install, it's going to be Jupyter, right? We're going to be using notebooks, Jupyter notebooks mostly. So I'm sorry about the misspelling. Okay. We're going to be using Jupyter mostly for our notebooks, okay? So we really need to have it. Okay, so you're going to land on this page, right? Once you land on this page, you're going to click on the install button and you're going to have it installed, all right? Yep. And then once you are done with the Jupyter, we are going to get to the other one, which is also important, GitLens, because we are going to be also learning how to save our projects that we built here and learn. We're going to be saving them on GitHub, which is a version control, which in the next episode, I'll be showing you how to link it to a VS Code. I'm sorry. Then when we get to GitLens, this is how it looks like, okay? The Git supercharged, I guess it's going to be the first one even on your side when you search GitLens. Then you click on install. It's very important that you have this, okay? It's very important that you have this because every project that we are going to be working on, little by little, the small pieces that we're going to be working on with our projects, we are going to be saving them on GitHub, okay? So that even in the future, you can always go and reference whatever that you worked on. And then as you advance, as you get better, you will always see how you have started. You will always have a reference of where you have started, okay? So please have this installed as well. And then the last one, which I think is not that really important, but I have it prettier. Okay, this one. Please make sure that you install Prettier on your thing, right? Have it installed, just net for control. Okay, have it installed. So now moving to our next step that we have to work on here on our VS Code, it will be to finally look into creating our Python environment. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do, we already installed Python at the beginning. Okay. So now what we are going to do is to create a new workspace. Now let's get into that. How do we create a new workspace? So you see now my cursor is still moving, right? Now we go here. Now you go to File, right? When you get to File, you're going to click on File. Then you go on Open Folder, right? Then once you go to Open Folder, you go to Desktop. I want you to save them on desktop. It's easier that way, okay? I think it's also easier to find them. Do them on desktop, and then you come here, you click on New Folder, all right? Then once you click on the new folder, let's name our folder My Data Science Project. Let's see. We can just say My Data Science Project. Just DS Project. Okay. Whatever name you want to name it, you can do that, right? And then we click on Create. Then once you click on Create, you're just going to say Open. And then your page is going to change. You're going to have something like this that you see now. Okay? Once you land on this page, we are still going to continue having to add other features. And I must say, some of you, when you get to this kind of page, it might show you something like give this environment permission or something like that. Please click on yes, allow permission. Okay, it's going to show you allow it permission so you can remain on this page. All right. So yes, now that we are done with that, let's create a Python virtual environment. Right now, we are going to open our terminal. How do we open our terminal? We open our terminal here. Then we just go there. You see here. Just on the same line, File, Edit, Selection, Run. Then here's the terminal. Then you're going to click on it. Then say New Terminal. Then you click on the new terminal. Then terminal is this thing that we see here, right? This is our new terminal. Okay? I hope you guys are following. Remember that if you do not understand, you are very much welcome to let me know in the comments. Or rather, send me an email so we can help one another one-on-one on how to do this, okay? Yes. So now we are going to get into our project directory first, right? We're going to get into our project directory first, and then we do that by cd desktop, okay? So you're going to do something like this. If you're using Mac, you're going to type this in and check on the screen what you have to do for Windows, okay? So if you're using Mac, it's going to be something like cd, right? Then you go like desktop, dash again, and then your folder name, right? Then our folder name is, it's this, my data science project. You're going to type it in there. It's going to be like my computer science project. Okay, then you press enter. Okay, if it shows you anything different from this, if it doesn't show you this blue thing here, it means it's giving you an error. You did not do the right thing, especially if it shows you a red cross. It means you did the wrong thing. Then you will have to, to go back and start again just so you get it right. Okay? Yes, I believe that we are done. Right? So now we are creating our visual environment. So in us creating our visual environment, we are going to have something like typing this. It's showing for both Mac and Windows on the screen now. And for those who are using Mac, at least you can also look at what I'm doing. We're just going to say Python 3, and then you go like space, you say dash M, and then you go like space again, and then you say VENV dash environment. Okay. Then once you are done, then you press enter. Okay. Look at here. You see what is happening here? It has created your environment. All right. And then now we are going to activate our environment. So how do we activate our environment? Those who are using Mac again, just follow me, and the ones for Windows, look at the screen. Then you say source space environment, then you go like dash, then bin, and then you go activate. Okay, then when you're done, you press enter. Then you are done with activating your environment. All right. Okay, then when you are done, we are now going to install just 2 libraries, right? We're gonna go like, where's that? We're gonna go like pip, what's the name? All right, pip install, okay, pandas and numpy. This ones you can also install them separately. You can say pip install pandas, and then you remove the numpy, you press enter, okay, it's going to run. And then when you are done, you say pip install numpy, and then you also press enter. We are going to run, okay. Let me just show you. Let's say pandas numpy, and you click on enter. Just going to show you. This is what it's going to do, right? When you are done. So guys, I think I have come to the end of showing you how to set up Visual Studio Code and add extensions. Yes, what else did we do? We also downloaded Python. I hope you have learned so much from this video, okay? And I believe that going forward, we are all going to have our environments ready, because on the next video, we are going to link our VS Code to GitHub. Okay, GitHub, yay! I know most people know how to get started with VS Code, but it becomes also a challenge to get started with GitHub. So in the next video, stay tuned, because I will be showing you how to also link the two together. All right. your environment that you have created, I mean your project that you have created, then you're also going to link it with the GitHub, right? So I'm going to take you through step-by-step guide on how to really get started with linking the two. And we are good to go to get started with our coding journey. I'm super excited, guys, for this because you know what? If you never knew how to get started, you now know how to get started. Okay. And remember, if you get stuck, let me know. Let me know because I really want us to be on the same page and I'm willing to help you and guide you step by step, especially if you are using Windows. I know it might be challenging, especially that I was using Mac. All right. So on your side or on your end, some other things might be a bit different for you to navigate around. Okay. So please do let me know. We are really going to have fun doing this together, and we are all going to get into the space of data science and analytics together and get started. Remember, you're trying to transition from whatever or wherever background you are coming from and getting into the tech space. So you don't have to be smart at the get-go. Should you do this thing and it's just becoming too much for you, do take a break, come back and watch this video as many times as possible before you come to me, all right? And then once you have tried all the troubleshooting method and you see that it's not working, do come and let me know. I'm sure I will be very much available to help you. So I think that will be all for me for today. And on the next episode, I'm super excited for the next episode because why? We are going to be linking with GitHub, Learning Gate and GitHub. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment, most importantly, subscribe. I really appreciate that. I would really appreciate if our community could just grow. And I hope this helps you, all right? And you also call others who would really love to camp here and get started with just starting out a Python environment. Because remember, this is not only just for data science. Developers and engineers who use Python, and you also would love to be a developer in the Python sector. This is what you can also do. You are sorted. You can start. All right. So this will be all from me. Guys, I enjoyed having you here and I hope you also enjoyed and learned a lot. And they say that when you learn, when you teach, you learn twice, right? I'm super excited to have been here because I also learned something, you know. It's now in my head. It's here. It's make sure it's right in my head. Okay. So guys, it really felt good to have you until the end of this video. Just leave your comments. Please subscribe and like for yeah. Bye.